Previously in New Tealand. We've got garbage problems and we've got dead people not being collected. There are no customers. Okay. Maybe that's because they've all died. I don't know. No one collecting dead people. We've not enough workers. Also, the other problem is we're losing so much money now. But that now leads us to another problem. We don't have enough people to work here. It never ends. So here we are, overlooking the city of New Tealand. There's been so many memories made in this city. I don't just want to end it like that. I want to give you something fun. And here we are, back in New Tealand. The city has loaded. Things are working. The city is growing unbelievably. I've gone through all of the mods for this city, updated them, changed them, brought some new ones in, and things are working okay. There's a couple of items that didn't load, but I'm thinking we are going to go through New Tealand and try and fix it up. Let's just zoom out a bit. There we go. We get a bit of sun. And it's all looking okay. That's the sun in the background looking huge. Let's turn around this way. And wow. What an epic journey it's been to try and get back into this city. And the memories as well. I have to give a shout out to Load Order Tool, which has really helped me to sort out the mods and get this working. But good grief, we've made it back. One thing you might have spotted while we had the nice cinematic at the beginning, in some areas of the city, there are trees absolutely everywhere, all over the roads and everything. That's because of a change in the tree anarchy mod that we had, but we'll try and fix those. Oh, I remember these! Going up and down our monorail. Wow, there's so many things to look at and enjoy and remember. I'm looking forward to this. Right, so where do we start? What do we do first? There's just so many things to look at. Do you know what I'm actually surprised about? The city is growing in population. I'm sure it was 109,000 when I first loaded it up. This time round, I don't know what, I did try and load it before, like I said, and it just completely died a death. But it looks like it's going okay. Got a few buildings here that, I mean, I'm going to be doing a lot of things like, you know, resetting buildings, just hopefully they're going to work again. we'll see. Because some of these are going to be dead because of the way the game loaded and didn't work before. But I'm going to want to be checking out our network of, we've got buses, trains, trams, traffic. Oh, I wonder what the traffic's like. Yeah, it's got despawning turned off. So no despawning, 79% traffic. So over here was always busy, but, you know, that's okay. What's this I see down here? That's okay. This is all looking... Oh, man, I can't believe how well this has gone. This has gone fantastically. Barges was something that we had a lot of. Oh, yeah, I remember this junction. Always giving me problems. And I think we've got the parking set on as well. So that's why we're seeing red buildings like this. So... yeah, here we go. Here's an example, look, of trees on the road. So if I turn on the option in Tree Anarchy to hide any trees on the road, It would also hide any trees that we deliberately place to be in certain places. So there's going to be a lot of going around and fixing things like that on railway lines, and things are upgrading, which is great to see. I'll tell you what, let's have a look. First of all, our transport tool. Let's come over here. This is where it all started. Earl Grey End? Or was it this bit here? Earl Grey Gardens. Yes, this was the start, wasn't it? Oh, who remembers this junction? Oh my giddy aunt. I'm going to put in the description below let's get our tree thing going here. I'm going to put in the description below the playlist for New Tealand. So if you want to go back and check it out, then you'll be able to do that. I'm not going to be spending the entire episode removing trees from things, but there's going to be a bit of that as we go around and discover what's going on. So we've got like a bike super highway in this city, which is going to be used a lot by a lot of people. Here we go. Look, boing, 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 trees absolutely everywhere. Okay, right, yeah, we'll see that as we come along. Oh man, this is going great. We've also got our 2 airports. Who remembers those? Oh, Hawkey Borky. Oh yeah, fantastic. This was the spot that was constant traffic, wasn't it? So we've got some train issues already coming up here, which might be a layover from some super duper massive trains. Yeah, look, this is an issue here. One can't get in while the other's trying to get out. So I might just delete a train. No, it's this one here that's causing the problems, isn't it? If I delete this train. No, okay, this is the end. Oh, there we go, look. You can get in now. But yeah, we'll cover the trains when we get there. Oh, this fantastic station. What, Glassbox Transport Hub. I thought we gave it a better name than that. But we didn't. Yeah, I was going to say, we had over here... There we go. Airport. So the Biffing Sprit cargo airport that we built, which looks like it's very busy and working, which is good. And then we had another airport over all the way. Oh, over here. Look at this. HMP Guilty, because we've got the prison over here. All the trees on the road where the prisoners can hide right away. Yeah. Oh no, this wasn't. Oh, here it is. We can find it. Oh, look at this. So this is Heathrow International Airport. It's working well as well. Right. So how about we start right at the beginning and go through and fix things after we've looked at our transport tool. Guess what we said we're going to do. So there's going to be some things here that are going to cause huge issues. Is this buses? Oh man, 2,355 waiting. So my buses are getting caught. What is going on with the buses? Ah, it's a train line. So the trains are getting caught. Okay, that is probably an issue. I tell you what might not be set up accurately is one of the mods that I used on this city. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so I want to get the autosave on, and while we think about it, let's just have an autosave quick sip of tea. Are you after a strong, sturdy mug for your cups of tea? Well, how about our new Cool Beans mug, now available on biffaplaysmerch.com. Okay, autosave is on. I'd like to come down here and check Traffic Manager. So United States, that's fine. Gameplay, disabled despawning, advanced AI, more realistic parking. Excellent, that's everything you want to check there. And then optimized outside connection. Yes, so that hasn't been reset, or it's reset and isn't what it should be set at. I normally have it at the recommended values, so we're going to go for that on each of those. And I also disable dummy traffic trains, because trains are a nightmare. So we're going to get rid of those. And then hopefully, let's come back out of this and it'll be thinking about it. What we might just have to do is a quick despawn of things to get it all just to work. Let's have a look where the trains are. Yeah, there's quite a few. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to toggle this. There we go. And then it will start afresh with all the trains and stuff coming in. And that should be okay. And then hopefully it will deal with this. So if we start right back at the beginning with our bus line, I think we're okay with that one apart from this one here. So what we've got now, Little Tikio to Pine. Excellent. So what colour is this one? This is the green one. So that is going from here. And I think it's going... What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this stop here. There we go. And we can just like see where it's going. Oh, right, okay. It's going along the front. So this is not far from where we've got all of our fishing island, which is where it goes to next. Then it comes back again. Jumps along, 51, 306 waiting here. Okay, what would be good on this mod is a little window here to then jump back to where you were before. Yeah, what we can do on here is look at the size of the buses. So we are using these teeny tiny mini buses, which probably at the time was in with the keeping of little Tikio and all of that, but it's just not enough for the amount of people that are using this. So why don't we upgrade to a slightly larger bus? And they've got a capacity of 20. So even if we went for, what have we got? 22, 30, 25, 50. I don't really want to go for a bendy bus. Let's go for this, 60. And we'll do that. And then hopefully, I'm going to drop that down to 6 as well. Hopefully that will take care of that. Because what we want to do is keep the city running. And we want to keep the city growing as well. So that was the only bus stop that had a problem. Oh, what's this one here? Bus. Oh, can't read that. Bus is blocked. Oh, and it's gone now. Well, let's have a look at that. Vehicle is blocked. So why is the vehicle blocked? Oh, I see. So is that blocked because it's in traffic? So if I just speed this up. Yeah, it's not blocked because of any issue, is it? It's just literally because of the traffic. What I want to do as well is just say to people, you don't need to stop there to go straight through, which is good. So it's just a lot of traffic going up here. So what we could do, let's have a look. We've got 3 lanes there. So I'm going to up this. Boink. Oh man, I've got all sorts of different roads in here. I've got all my UK ones in somehow. I don't know how all they've ended up in here. I want to put a 2-lane highway slip lane on there. And that's going to like break everything. Put anarchy on. So now you've got twice the chance of getting out. And that little road there, is that like a... Yeah, we could do like an asymmetric road. In fact, like this one here. So I'm going to grab that, upgrade that, and then turn it around the other way. Boink. There we go. Excellent. I might even do that bit there. Excellent. And then, oh, clicked on the wrong thing. And then we're going to say in the middle here. There we go. So they're going to come up here, queue in 2 lanes. And then when they get to this bit, we're going to say that one's for there. And that one's for there. And we're going to say don't stop. So let's have a look. No crossing, no crossing, no crossing. Go through, go through. There we go. So hopefully more than one person's going to use that and get out. I've also got 1 dedicated lane for going up there. And it looks like everybody wants to go up there. Just use our traffic tool and pick that road. So most are going right. It's just most are going right, aren't they? Coming down here to the end. That's like a dead end, isn't it? I'm just looking at that road. Where does that road go? So it goes round there. It's like a dead end, turn around and come back sort of thing. I mean, the traffic's going down. They can get out quicker. I think that will be okay. I think that would be fine. There we go. So I've upgraded a couple of other lines as well to the double decker. We have used the bendy buses, apparently. I didn't think bendy buses were around when, when I did New Tealand. It seems so long ago. But we'll see how that goes, and we'll come back and check that. Something else I want to look at is barges. Now, I know we use barges a lot for ferrying around items, and the barge mod did break at one point. Look, we can see they're dropping goods off here, but I don't know whether that's attached at all. Let's just remove these trees from this road, because every time I see that, it's going to really bug me. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. No longer taking your life in your hands, delivering goods for me. Yeah, don't these little barge centres here, I think they count as a warehouse as well. So even though they're dropping stuff off, doesn't necessarily mean that a barge is going to appear. This road has gone really weird up here, isn't it? What's going on here? There we go. Excellent. That looks a little bit neater. And then we could remove those trees off of there. And then maybe we could even do a little bit of intersection marking tool just to finish this off. What do you reckon? Oh, just before we do that, look what I've spotted. A rock in the road. Can I get that? Can I move that? And we've got to save the rocks in the road because we need to put them An alien rock park. Who remembers that? Here it is. Coming over to the alien rock park. This is where we put, for those that don't know, any rocks that we found that were in the way. We save them all. It's very hard to hold left click and middle click and move and still keep hold of the rock. And here are all the rocks that we're saving. We've got big rocks. We've got little rocks. And we now have baby rocks. And these rocks here were rocks that we found under the ground. And that we thought were small rocks and ended up being humongous rocks. And we've been piling them up there. That's Alien Rock Park, for those that don't know. A little bit, you know, X-Files. We all wonder what's going on there, but excellent. Right, back to what I was doing before. Yeah, I think that'll do. We've got some like bus lanes and stuff going on here as well, which is only here because of this bridge. And we've got the movable bridge mod, if you remember that. I'm assuming that's working. There's been a fix for that mod. I'm not seeing any barges anywhere. They were going up and down the coast here and around and taking goods about. I am using what should be a fixed version of the mod. And here's a barge with all the stuff in. Going to the West Haven Lagerhalle. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh, the barges. Integral to New Tealand in taking all the goods around the city. So I'm glad they are working. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, so how about we just pick an area and fix that up now that everything else is pretty much okay apart from the traffic. Let's start off where our city first started. Over here in Green Tea Park. And let's see. Well, I mean, there's going to be, like we said, trees on the road everywhere. I'm wondering whether if I do like that and update it. No, I've got this on. Let's try that again. So are they gone or are they hidden? Let's check our mods again. And so tree anarchy. So hide tree on load. Delete tree when overlap occurs is what it's set to. Well, it hasn't done that. I think I need to click that for this to kick in. So I think I'd rather not do that and then have manually move them is probably a better option so we don't have any issues. So I'll tell you what, let me pick this. We're going to go from here up to the end here, and I'm just going to remove any trees that are on the road, and then we'll look at any other fixes that we need, because apparently this place is a hot and happening place to live. Okay, I'm 99% sure I have removed all the trees that are sticking up through the road. We'll see what we find as we go along. So is this the fish market that we've got here? Yes, it is. Excellent. That's good, because a lot of fishing going on in New Tealand. But some things have gone awry in Save the Rock Hub, but we can fix that. That's fine. I believe there's some concrete that's missing down here. There we go. Excellent. And I feel like this little bit at the back here, maybe, do we want trees in there? There's a lot of electric parking going on there. So maybe with all that parking, we don't want any trees causing any issues. Do you know what? I think that's okay. We've got one tree here, one solitary, sad looking vanilla tree. We are going to upgrade this tree. How about an eastern cottonwood? What's that going to look like? Well, we don't want that many. Let's just have maybe one. Isn't that much more? That looks much more regal, doesn't it? And cool along there. Excellent. So just looking at what we've got zoned around here, we've got quite a lot of commercial that's zoned in. But I've noticed this building here is struggling for goods. And if we just have a look here and see where this goods truck is coming from, it's coming from all the way around the roundabout, through this big interchange, all the way over here. Mamma mia, that's coming from miles away. Is that coming from like outside the city or somewhere? I can't believe this is going so far. I thought it was just going to be down the road. What? Has it come in via the cargo airport and then it's driving all that way? It is, yeah, it's come around here. There it is. It's here. What the heck is that doing? Delivering goods, own a fine fashion. That has been traveling, or is about to travel. Oh, I see. It's bringing goods from our industry area. Why is that not using a train to get over there? Surely that would be much, much quicker, because we've got train lines connecting everywhere to everywhere. So what I was just thinking, where are we? Here we go, this little section here. With all of the commercial that we've got, maybe a little warehouse placed in a good spot to load goods into and then be brought into our areas here would be helpful. And I think over here might be a good place for it. As we've got a lot of warehouse type things going on, that might work quite well. I'm just thinking about adding a little extra road here around the back. And then just off the side here, I'm going to make this the same height as that. Looks like it needs to be over a spot. There we go. We're going to pop a warehouse. So this is going to hold goods for us locally in this area. If I click the right thing, we can find it. What have we got? Oh, we've got all sorts of options. Maybe just one of these. I like these old-fashioned ones. We're going to have one of those. Oh, that is much bigger. So we're going to have two of these. Excellent. So in here, we're going to have field. There we go. Excellent. And we're going to scroll down the bottom, commercial zone goods. So that's going to hold a lot of goods, which is going to help this area. Plus this one here, the fish market, is going to be bringing in fish. Yeah, not goods as such. So fair enough. Can I grab that fence there? Yeah, I can. Excellent. And do a little bit of making this looks like it fits into this area. We're going to take that whole corner and we're going to go up to there. Excellent. That just closes that off a bit and fits in well and will hopefully help with the goods in this area. Now, the one big thing that I'm concerned about in this city is the fact that we don't have building themes mod anymore. And I'll be honest, I can't remember going back how much of that I relied on in this city. I mean, I can see already we've got some European style buildings that are popping up here. Which wouldn't have been in this area, and certainly Rico was something I wasn't really using that much. So I know a lot of the places are zoned. A lot of the places are going to be already, yeah, not necessarily super high. I mean, these are like all eco. So what I've done in this zone is I've set it up to be self-sufficient buildings. So places like that will be fine. Let's just go all the way. Yes, that takes in this whole area here. Oh, jumpy game. But these are offices. Ah, okay. So maybe what we can do along here is if we just go into our find it, and then we're going to go into here, growable. We're going to look into offices, and then, oh man, it's got all the assets have loaded in. I was surprised my computer didn't blow up. And then we can look at building height, and I'm thinking for here, so minimum 1, maximum... Oh, I really don't know. 50? Yeah, so this sort of building. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pause. I'm going to remove those, and we're going to have a couple of 3 of these in. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. Take those European style buildings out of there. We've got another one here. I'll tell you what I'm going to remove that one, and then we're going to leave that little bit there unzoned. And then we're going to add maybe a couple of trees as sort of a bit of a break between the residential and the rest of the stuff that we've got going on here. There we go. Bit of a block there between all the shops that we've got and the offices right next door. Excellent. So let's just look at the transport here. We've got the Rock Hub, Green Tea Square, Earl Grey Gardens and Green Tea Park all the way up the end. And I'm just thinking about the transportation to get to the school. So we just have a look at what we've got here. So we've got a tram line that runs all the way along the front, this light green line. And then we've got some bus lines as well, which sort of hit the same areas, come in and out, cover all the houses that are along here. Then we've got another bus line that runs along the top here. So I think for transportation we're covered. And then, of course, for getting to other islands, we've got our ferry that just runs absolutely everywhere. I wanted to make sure that my schools are okay here. So elementary schools, we've got a nice spread of those. Plenty of space in there. Plenty of space in that one. So to be honest, you really don't have to travel far to get to an elementary school in here. That's good. Just the one high school. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, plenty of space in there. And if you were on the tram, then I'm pretty sure we put paths all the way through this area. If I do that, yeah, that is a path piece. There we go. You can see that. So everywhere there's a crossing, I think we can even see the path sticking out. There's a path piece, which is good. So you can get the tram and come over here and get to the high school. Excellent. So that's okay. University, the nearest one is... over here, we've got, yeah, our big university. So they've got to travel a long way from that. Got university building over there. A couple of small ones on another island. So, yeah, they've got universities they can get to if they need them. Public library. Absolutely none in this area at all. Could we squeeze in a nice little public library? There we go. What have we got? We've got two choices. We've got the old, great big public library, or we have this small one here. This is from the Seaside Resorts Content Creator Pack. Oh, do you know what? That might just be just the thing for along here somewhere. What about this little spot here, right opposite the cemetery? People were happy. It's just a teeny tiny small one that is like on a totally different level from what's going on here. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Move It mod and we are going to grab all of this and we're going to make that all the same height as that. And I don't think that's going to cause any issues for anybody else, but it means we can get the library right by the tram stop. Could we just shift that tram stop a little bit? Let's just do a little bit of work here. So then they can walk off there and go into here. And then I'm even going to put a little path down the side. And I'm assuming there's a path through here. Yes, there is. So we've got two paths. So they will cross from there to there. They will cross over here. We're going to pop another little one the other side as well. There we go. And there's a crossing there so they can get round. Maybe just a tree or two out the back. There we go. Excellent. So it's probably not a huge amount of coverage, is it, for a public library? Let's have a look. It's like covered 12 houses. Excellent. So maybe we could, over here by the school somewhere, could we take like a little piece of land and add one of the larger libraries in? I think that might be a good idea if we could. Oh yeah, it's the tram line stopping me place anything here. Darn it, we could have this road. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of something here. Do you know what? That fits in there really well, doesn't it? Imagine coming to that library and the view of New Tealand that you're going to get. I think that'll do. I think that'll do for that. So that's that covered. What else have we got that we really could check? Health. We've got plenty of health. Death care. Plenty of death care. Oh, elder care and stuff like that. Child and elder care. Oh, child care centre. Right next to that lovely little park there. It's got the slow train. Oh, have we got anarchy on or something? Oh, no, it's part of the same building. Got the trains going behind, but that's fine. They go nice and slow there. Excellent. So that will cover a reasonable amount of this area. How much area will that actually cover? Oh, yeah, it covers loads. Loads. Elder care, a lot bigger. Where are we going to squeeze that in? I'm just seeing places that aren't zoned because I do not want to start removing houses. No. Let's try. Could we squeeze it in here round the back of the library and have that on the coast as well? Might mean we need to just do a little bit with this road here. Yeah, I think that's okay. Right up against the coast. I think that looks nice, doesn't it? With all the trees. I think we need to change the trees that are on there. Let's just line that up a little bit. We've got a lot of overgrowth here. Let's just get that down there off the road. People are upgrading. They love it. That's what we want to see. 116,000. Brilliant. That's good. And I feel like these trees maybe need to be adjusted. So let's go into Bob. Right. So trees. We've got alder and we've got bushwire. So let's take alder. Let's change that for a single straight palm tree. I think that'll be good. And we know that's going to do it on any that we have around the city. So we'll have to just sort of live with that. There we go. But I think for where it is on this nice island, oh, the views. The views. Very, very nice. Oh, that road is really low down there as well, isn't it? Could we perhaps just adjust that? I think that'll be okay. Excellent. Goods being taken care of. Let's just come have a look over here. So you're filling up. That's got none at the moment because it's doing this one. I'm thinking One might be enough, but we're going to leave the 2 there for now. You're complaining over here about lack of police. Why is that? Make sure police can reach the building. Yeah, I'm wondering whether police can't reach that building. I'm wondering whether a quick reset with the Move It mod might just solve that problem, and then we'll never have to look at it again. Excellent. What are we doing for parks around here? Well, we've since had parks and plazas, haven't we? Which did not exist when we had this before. Yeah, there's Earl Grey Park there. Could we do something with a bit of plaza action in here? Yeah, there's nowhere we can sort of squeeze in any more plazas and parks. I think we'll leave it as it is in this area. But something I would like to do is to upgrade some of the train models that we've got that come through here. And I think we'll do those as we go through rather than all in one go. So we've got the standard train model here, which is coloured. It's not really covering everything either, is it? This is a 240. What else have we got on here that might be a little bit helpful in a larger size? We've got the commuter train and the high-speed train. Can't for the life of me remember how many people are in these, so we're going to click it. We're going to find out when it appears on screen. Oh, there it is. 400. Yeah, excellent. So if we come all the way back over here to this one. Yes. Oh, that is a nice looking... Whoops, there it is. Nice looking double height train. I think, does that fit through that? Wow, that is, yes, just about fitting through there. Doesn't that just look awesome parked on the top of that? Very good. And here is one of them leaving Earl Grey Station. So we've got the bypass going through the middle on these, which is okay. It keeps things moving, but yeah, maybe at some point we're going to have a look at all of our trains and all of our cargo, how it's getting around the city again. So here's 2 more, which are perfect for upgrading. So let's just see which line these are on and whether it's going to help. So Sparty to Tranquility. 3 of these at 240 are keeping up, which is good. And here we go. We changed those to the high-speed train. So they've got 300 in, which is absolutely plenty. And I do really like the look of these trains. Here it is, coming into the station when it gets some room. And yeah, they look nice as well. Not quite as long. I think they're the same length, actually. Yeah, but hold 100 less. But yep, that'll be fine. So I think this area here is looking pretty good. I'd like to check out this funicular, which, oh man, who remembers this? As soon as you place this down, everybody's a funicular expert, and there actually is working. Oh my goodness. I did not think. We've got the Stoosbahn. I didn't think this was actually working, and we were going to have to fix this. There's a few trees, but it is working. Yeah, what I was going to say was, as soon as you place down something like this, all the funicular experts arrive in the comment section and tell you how you've done it wrong. But I remember at the time doing a lot of research on this, and this is basically it. Straight up, any steepness at all, and you just get the most amazing views over New Tealand. Look at that at night. Let's see what it looks like at night. Yep, there we go. Excellent. Look at that. Oh, brilliant. Unfortunately, at the top here, there's sort of nothing to do and nowhere to go from what I remember. So we've got this little funicular stop here. There we go. Put this back to daytime. But no access to all of these items. Now, I am wondering whether we could give them access to some of these items by putting them in a pedestrian zone. Where does this go? So this goes... Oh, this goes all over the mountain, doesn't it? All the way to the other side. All the way over the top of the PG Tips. Oh, I was trying to remember what this mountain was called. The PG Tips. Stops off here in the middle. Heads off up over the ridge. All the way to over here. And then we've got another funicular down the other side, which is working to get to the other side. Oh, brilliant. Is there any cable cars? Well, they've got multiple problems. Passenger service last week, and I can't see any cable cars. Yeah, not working. None of them are working. So why don't we see if we can solve this problem with a pedestrian area, because it can't get up here anything that it needs. But, we should be able to do something. So if I get that and just plop that over the top, I'm going to pause. So we're going to do that there, and then we're going to make it nice and small, and we're going to continue that across. Where am I trying to get to? So this is in a park over here. So if we just sort of take that out and bring this one over here. Watch out for that one. Whoop, round there. Squidge it through the middle. There we go. And we're going to cover that. And then we're going to go out again. All the way around the back. Where am I going now? I'm completely lost. We want to get... Where is it? Where's it gone? Oh, it's in here. I reset it, didn't I? I was doing a test. So we're going to take that park out of there. And we're going to bring it over to those two. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. In there. Squeeze through there. Cover those two. Right. So anything that needs... Zoink. Zoink, zoink, zoink. We'll take all of this away. Carefully. Right, this one here, we're going to have to bring down into an area. And as we're working on this side of the map, let's bring it down here. And we can maybe utilise just the back end of that piece of street there. I think that would be good. So if we bring that straight down the funicular and do that, and then we're going to take that away. So we've still got the area. So now this is our pedestrian area. So let's just see what we've got to work with. Not a huge amount. So if we just take a nice little 1U road, excellent. And then we go back into here, into our pedestrian area, and we can plop one of these down. Collects garbage from buildings on pedestrian streets, limited capacity. So it's going to be garbage and stuff, but it's not going to be everything we need, is it? Is that placed down? Yeah. It's still going to need access. Let's just move that over to the edge of the street like that. Yeah, looks okay. Bring that one in a bit. Yeah, so up here for police and things like that, unless we actually run some sort of road up here. See, in real life, I would sort of say, you know, any goods they needed, anything like that would just come up the funicular. That's how I'm going to imagine it. But for police and things, it just isn't going to work. So garbage will be taken care of. It's just police and death care is a problem, isn't it? Yeah, I think what I might do for these couple of things up here, just to try and, for the realism aspect, in inverted commas, is get those little service blocks you can and just pop them in here just to cover the service needs of these. Because I think in real life, this situation would be perfectly fine. But obviously in our game, it doesn't like it. So, yeah. We'll probably do something like that. I'll grab those for the next time. Okay, so going back to the style of buildings that we've got in these areas. As we've said, this one here, Earl Grey End, is fine because we've set up in here a specialisation, self-sufficient buildings. This zone along the front here, which is Green Tea Square, I don't believe has a specialisation, no. So that would have had a style attached to it, which is now being overtaken. So basically, every time a house upgrades, it's just grabbing any building that we've got. And you can see we've got all of our UK style buildings and everything in here as well, which is a bit of a nightmare. And we're going to find that as we go around the city more and more. So Green Tea Park probably doesn't have specialisation, no. So I'm trying to sort of think what's the best way to fix that now so I don't have to go through and replace millions of houses as they all upgrade. And I'm thinking what might be the best thing to do is to go through every district and just mark them all as historical everywhere, because then I can know that everything's going to stay looking like it looks now. Any odd little buildings that have popped up in between, like you can see the European ones stand up like a sore thumb, don't they? And then we can maybe fix that afterwards. I wish I'd done that right at the beginning, but yeah. So I'm going to do that. I'll do it off camera. It's going to take me 10 minutes and then I'll be back with you. Well, that actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. What is probably going to take a lot longer is replacing all the buildings that have popped up where they shouldn't in the last couple of hours I've been recording this. But hey ho, you live and learn. It's going to be a long road to fixing up New Tealand. Do you want to see more fixing of New Tealand? If you do, leave a thumbs up. And have a fantastic day. Thank you very much for joining me. Check out the next video on the screen as well. You will love it. And I'll see you all soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.